seen him in the movies, on TV, you may have heard him on the radio, and you may have known or heard of his story, you know, from the struggles of an actor to the teachings of a pastor, Eddie Mesa. His story is so inspiring, Tito, and you're so candid. And earlier you said, you know, your life is an open book.
Yes.
And you have no qualms talking about it. When you were an actor, there was a lot of problems.
Temptations.
Yes, go ahead.
Well, the thing is, you know, when I met my wife in Showbiz on the radio, she was dramatizing her first movie, Santa Rita de Cassia. Can you imagine? Santa Rita de Cassia is a life of a saint, right? It's a movie. And then I am the intermission. And I was saying, you ain't nothing but a hound. But when I saw Rosemary Hill, I liked what I saw, and I asked her mom for a picture. And she gave it to me the following week. And then we didn't see each other anymore. And then she was contracted by Premier. She was signed up for a contract while I was there also. So we made our first movie, Aawitan Kita. And that is when our love affair started.
Was she the same age or
No, she's younger.
Yeah. By how?
3 years younger.
Okay, okay.
So, but then, you know, how it is in show business, there's something that is puzzling. In spite of the fame, in spite of the fortune, in spite of that, you know, the status that we have, something was missing in my life. There's something empty there that I was not satisfied. So I tried to fill that with what the world could offer.
Which is, what did the world offer you?
Wine, women, and songs.
Wine, women, and
songs. I was there.
Yes.
And so because of my promiscuity, of course, our home was in shambles until it broke up. And that was the problem. As beautiful as Rosemary is, I was so unfaithful to her. And that is the most stupid thing that I have ever done. Of course, our marriage yielded us, of course, Michael de Mesa and Mark Hill and Sherry Hill. And we have another daughter who is not in show business.
Out of show business, yes.
She is living in Pleasanton right now. Her name is Elaine. So that was the saddest part of my life, when I lost the best thing that I ever had.
So when you lost your family, dun ka ba natauhan na agad o hindi pa?
Well, yeah, because the funny thing about it is that my friend sponsored me to a 3-day retreat in the Cursillo. But Cursillo did not help me walk straight, you know, did not help me in my spiritual walk. And so when that happens, I started searching for more. I became involved in a religious group, which I met in Hawaii, called the Fellowship of Friends, because I was seeking for peace. I was seeking for something that would change me. How can I, you know, bring back
your family,
my family?
Okay.
And so I searched for peace. I searched for the answer on, is there really a place called heaven? Because we lost 2 children, 2 daughters after she was born. And I want to see my little angels someday. So my journey brought me to yoga, Eastern religion. And in the 4th way, we studied all kinds of Eastern religion, from yoga to transcendental meditation to Zen Buddhism, the 4th way, the way of the fakir, Hare Krishna, Zen.
You lived a full life, and you were really seeking.
I was, because there was something missing. And I want to know whether there's really a place called heaven and hell, because we hear that, right? We were brought up in that kind of, well, at least I was brought up in that kind of a religion. But my involvement in this cult, I would say, is not did not bring me the peace that I was looking for. I became even worse. Alcohol was not enough. I got involved in drugs too.
That was later on.
Later on, during the time, after my wife and I separated.
You had no family na? The kids were with Tita Rosemary?
Yes, that's right. And so I was starting my marijuana days before we got separated. But when we got separated, the more, I did not go on the heavy stuff. But treated marijuana, you can buy anywhere in San Francisco with hash and all that, with PCPs.
So when you keep saying Hawaii, San Francisco, does that mean you left the Philippines?
Yes, when martial law was declared, I was offered a job in Hawaii.
Not acting?
No, singing.
Okay.
Singing, and which I love to do. I started singing. And after 6 months, I went back to the Philippines and renewed the visa, a working visa, and then went to San Francisco, based now in San Francisco.
And the family was in the Philippines?
In the Philippines,
that
all the
time.
time, yes. So
Did you see them during that time of separation? Did you talk to your kids?
No, actually, that is the worst thing that I have ever done, because I really literally abandoned them, not even helping Rose in raising them.
So it was your decision. She was just there and the kids were just there for you to visit, for you to talk to them if you wanted it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then?
And while during the time when I was in San Francisco, was my turning point. Do you know that I did not know whether God was hearing my prayer, because my prayer was the memorized prayer that I memorized when I was a kid.
Yes.
And so I wonder, because you can pray all that while thinking of something else. It comes mechanically, right? And then I read somewhere that when you turn your poem or a song into a prayer, you pray twice.
Yes.
So I said, that's neat. And since I can express my entire being in a song, maybe I can use this song as a prayer. So I put together the Lord's Prayer and the Impossible Dream, and that was my prayer. Now, during the time that I was entertaining in San Francisco is when I met a musician who showed me and told me what I needed to hear. That turned my life. It was a turning point in my life.
Very quickly, Tito, what did she or he tell you? About
I can find only what I'm looking for, not in religion, not in Las Vegas fame, not in more money, but in a person. The person's name is Jesus Christ.
All right. We're going to be talking a little bit more about that. I told you this was going to be inspiring, so don't go away. Last block with Eddie Mesa. So much to learn from him, and he's also going to be singing for us. Don't go away.